Okay, guys, so come to the jump. Jump. Forwards. And back and forwards. Some rounds backwards. Do. Set. Net. Forwards. Das. Yes. In. The other side to side. And do. Set. Net. Das. Yes. In. The other down to the toes. And do. Set. Net. Das. Yes. In. One. Up. You like to stretch your left hand. Do. Set. Net change. Das. Yes. In. Yeah, from here, if you sit back on your left leg, up on the right heel, huh? Do, set, net change, that's, yes. In, do the change, time to step out to the side on the side edge, huh? Do, set, net, and forward foot, that's, yes. In, do the change sides, huh? Do, set, net, and forward foot, that's, yes. In, yeah, up on the heel, sit back, huh? Do, set, net, that's, yes. You gotta change. Do, set, net, that's, yes. And jaw. And then stretching forwards. Do, set, net, that's, yes. You're left leg inside. So let's just forward back out. Do, set, net, that's, yes. Yeah, from here we're going to grab the heel, we're going to stretch out just to the side, so do, set, net, that's, yes, do, yeah, up, yeah, change legs, again, stretch forwards, do, set, net, that's, yes, do, yeah, grabbing the heel, do, set, net, that's, yes, do, yeah, up, yeah, feet together, check your legs. So we're just going to push down with the knees towards the floor, do, set, net, that's, yes, do, yeah, grab the ankles, push down the elbows, do, set, net, that's, yes, do, yeah, push down the knees, up the elbows, do, set, net, that's, yes, do, yeah, and then legs apart, stretching out. Okay, so we're going to do the stretch we did last time of leaning forwards. Tense the inside of our inside of our thighs here. Hold that for 3 or 4 seconds. You should be able to go. So if you lean forward as far as you can, and tense, do, set, net, and then relax and stretch forwards. Tense, do, set, net, and relax. Forward again. So when you tense, push your knee, your leg down towards the floor. Do, set, net, stretch your left leg. Do, set, net, that's, yes. Do, go to your right leg. Do, set, net, that's, yes. Do, yo, next again. Check the legs. Okay, so we're going to do the knees, the chest, or the legs over the head. Do, set, net, that's it, yes. Do, no, and then legs. One more time, legs apart. Stretch down. Nice. Excellent. Slowly stretch forward to the center. Slowly turn to your left hand. Set. Net to the center. Yes. Yes. You. You to the right hand. Set. Net to the center. Yes. Yes. You. You. And we out. Yeah. Feet together. shake your legs. On your fronts. Okay, and stretching up. Stretching back. 1, 2, 7. And up on the toes. 1, 2, 7. And stay up. Okay. Take your hips to the left. 1, 2, 7. Then change. That's it. Yes. You. Yo. Check. So from here, from right foot back, spiral stance. Up for a front stretch kick. So we lift up and then step back. Okay. So, okay. 2, 10. Yeah. Yes. Yes. No. Change your stance. Go. Same again. 2, 10. Yeah. Yes. Yes. No. So, for the first part of the class, we're going to cover cross leg stance, kyoto adjusting, kind of what we can do for cross leg stance, advancing and also retreating. Okay, so we'll start with advancing forwards. It's a really quick way with cross leg stance of making up a lot of space if someone's moving away from you. Okay, so if I get you to put your left foot back, spiral stance. So we're going to start with just sliding forwards, creating that cross leg stance. Okay, and then from here we'll do Soo Bahk or Chagi, inside out kick. Okay, and then I want you to step backwards, 1, 2, to reset your stance. So we'll go forwards, kick, backwards, set. And that'll be what we do. So hopefully you have enough space to step forward, step backwards. So stepping forward, again, left foot steps, right foot. And then back, and back. Again. 2, step, and back, back, step back. So we talked about with the inside to out kick, with the hammer kick version, which is what we're doing, you can use your shoulder as the way you come down. So from here, if you bring it in line with your shoulder, you're always going to end up in a decent stance. Okay? Yeah, step. Step back. Yes. Yes. Go. Again, it's cross leg stance. Again, I always explain like you're passing a football, the side of your foot. Stepping, Soo Bahk or Chagi. Step, step, back step, back step. Yeah. 2, step, step, back. 10, step, step, step. Sit. Yeah. Step, step. Yeah. Yes, step. Step, step. Yes, step. Step, step. Oh, step, step. Follow. Excellent. So, how do we disguise the footwork? We disguise it with handwork. Okay. If you throw something out with your hands, it takes the emphasis off your legs. So if I just step this way towards someone, they know I'm coming forwards. So we're going to start with cat one conjugate or back fist as we throw the first technique. So we're going to start with a cat one conjugate into a Dorio Chagi and then step back. So you see that the round kick comes, you step down, and then you step back, and we'll reverse. So drill will be 1, 2, step forwards, step, step backwards. Or down that round kick backwards. So right account, cut one conjugate, Dorio Chagi. Shoot, 1, shoot, and then step, step. So your stance could be quite high because The last technique you throw is a kick, so you have to be too low. And again, 2, 1, kick, step down, step, step. Okay. So a little tip on the kick, once you've done roundhouse kick, I always tend to turn my hips that way, so I can just put my foot down. Okay. Otherwise it ends up this way and this way, and it's a bit of an adjustment. So again, notice on the cat one conjugate, it's cross. The moment this leg starts moving, the body does this. This stuff. Okay. Because that cat one is always working on that crossing motion that we talked about. Step, shoot, shoot. Step, step, step back. Yeah, shoot, shoot. Toss, shoot, shoot. Toss, yes, shoot, shoot. Step, step. Change yourself, go, shoot. So again, let's disguise it now with the cat one into the door of your chuggy, and then front foot, step, step, and reverse. Okay? By the camera. Shoot, shoot. And then back, back to reset. Good. 2, shoot, shoot. Back, good. Step, step to reset your stance. Step. And back, back. Yeah. And step, step. Toss. Yes, step, step. Good. Yes. Step, step. Good. Excellent. Bottom. Super. So let's work on moving backwards now. A really, really good technique for when you're going backwards is to throw your lead arm. Okay. Going forwards, we can, as the back foot moves, we can cross and we can close our body. But when you go backwards, sometimes you don't have that luxury, you don't have the time. So from your guard stance, you just push out with your lead arm. It's a very quick way that you can throw something one as you retreat. Okay? So what we're going to work on is, from our stance, stepping back with our right leg, posting our arm out and then resetting our stance. So we go into what we call unorthodox or southpaw stance. Or I call it open stance as well. Okay, so from the view here, we're simply going to step back, punch, and then reset our stance. Okay, so from this position, if we start with our right foot forwards, so right foot forwards. Okay, so stepping back, just as the leg goes, just throw the arm, and it's a distraction technique. And then reset. Good. So let's just shuffle forward a little bit. Left leg, left arm, 2, reset. So here we turn, don't we? Okay, then shuffle forward again, reset. And then reset. Good. Forwards, left, left, net. Oops, this way. Turn, I'll get it right in a second. Again, forwards, yes, turn. Lovely. One more. Yes, excellent. Good. So, what we can do from this position, okay, one, and as we turn now, we throw the other punch. So what we've been doing is we've been going 1, 2, okay, but again, this may not stop someone. This is again another little distraction that we can use. So we're going to go retreat, cross leg stance, pivot, throw that punch to the body. So both are body punches, okay? So again, if we put our right foot forwards, first count, let's step back, let's throw the punch. Now use the rotation of your hips to throw that punch. Good, so from the side view, again, it's the rotation, the hips. You get that really good stance. Excellent. So we've got our winging, you can't get so done. We've got our left leg forward now. We're going to do the same thing. So from here, step back, shoot, 1, and then rotate on the spot. Lovely. Slide forward again. So the right foot is forward, the right hand is punching. 1, 2. Excellent. Step forwards again. Lovely. Left leg, left arm. 1, 2, 2. Excellent, guys. Okay. And then borrow. Lovely. So we'll stick with the concept of an inside or a step back kick. What we'll do is we'll step back 1, 2. Okay, from this position here, and then we'll step back again, and then we're going to throw that for a chunky or a side kick. Okay, so we'll just create a little bit more space for the kicks. Remember, we're going backwards, and we need to create space before we go forwards again. All right. So again, I'll show you slowly. It's 1, 2, step and cover, and then for the chunky to finish. Okay, so that'd be the same leg moving. So let's start with our right foot forwards. Let's do each move individually. So step, punch, twist, punch, step, then kick. So 1, rotate, 2, good. Yeah. Step and cover. Yeah. Side kick, step forwards. Lovely. So now we swapped our lead. Again, left arm. 1, right, 2. Good. Step and cover. Step. Then for the jacket. Step forwards. Good. Okay, excellent, guys. So again, you see how we're starting to create space for the kicks. So going forwards, cross leg stance, shuts down space. Going backwards, cross leg stance, open space. This is all we're doing while we're creating our technique. So again, right legs forwards, sparring stance. Elbow wise, you just need to pop it forward like this. You don't need to pull it all the way back. It's a distraction technique, just something to keep the person away from you, like a feeler. So from here, stepping 1, rotate 2, yeah, create space, in, yeah, side kick, step down, lovely. Okay. On this position, if you need more space now, left arm forward, 1, 2, step, yeah, create space, yeah, side kick, and then back, lovely. Okay, so, is everyone okay with that technique, yeah? So we try 2 moves at a time, yeah? We'll go 1, 2, okay, next count, 3, 4, and then finish, yeah? So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have our right leg forwards. Right, 1, 2, set, good, excellent, guys. Stepping back, 1, 2, 2, 2. Okay, so little tip on the side kick. We talked about where your arms should be. Different instructors teach different methods, so I've done both. My preference on a side kick, if I'm honest with you, is to always bring my arm down by the side as I kick. That way I can see from my shoulder to my hip. Some guys will teach you this. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That is correct as well. Okay, but I figure with a side kick, because you're quite far away, you have the luxury of the arm coming down, but also it creates momentum. When you do this motion, it forces your body to open. So that's the reason I like it as opposed to this. Okay, let's carry on. So you've got better vision, absolutely, sir. Right foot forward. So 1, 2 with the punches. 1, 2. Good. 2, step. And then reset. Good, lovely. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2, step. Okay. We try 4 moves. Okay, 1, 2. So my dad what's coming into again, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Then don't rush. Have the rhythm. 1, 2. Boom, boom. Pause. 3, 4. Okay. No rush to get this out in one go. By the camera. 2, 2, 2. Excellent. Okay. Remember, side kicks are most effective to the ribs, so don't feel you have to go up here. Okay, it's nice, but it's not particularly flexible. Again, with a side kick, going up doesn't really make any sense to me because a straight technique is the most powerful, the most strongest way is going. You wouldn't shoot an arrow up that way. Okay, straight forwards. So again, from here, 4 count. Oh, sorry, I'm going. Apologies, bar off. Sorry, my fault. I didn't go. Right foot forward again. Step. Side kick. Back. Good. And again. 2. Okay. Do 2 more. Set. Last one. Yeah. Okay, so again, cross leg stance, really, really useful stance. Really, really enjoy working that technique. Okay, so let's work on a Soo Bahk Kicha. Okay, the one we're going to work on today is called taco ship. Taco ship just means beat the drum. It's used a lot for breaking the arms. So if you've done Chilson Samurai, which red belts and black belts, you would have done this form in the old system. But we'll work on the new system. So we'll get you to come to attention. Jump. So our first technique is to step and then sandan maki. High block. 1. Good. So again, from the side view, we'll take the arms out first. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the stance, intermediate stance. At the same time, the elbow comes down. Okay? And the elbow tends to come in line with the hip. So not this way, too far this way, but just down towards the hip. So it covers your body. So from this position here, down to the hip. It's as far as it needs to come. The other arm will literally drop to where the knee is. Yeah, so not too far back, just in line with the knee. So we're going to do this motion here. Down, right? And that's kind of where we're going to get to. So we'll borrow again. We'll start with that technique. So we'll step right leg forwards, right arm above, sandan maki. 1. So pull down now. 2. Elbow to hip, knee to hip. Now, what we're going to work on is just pushing our weight forwards. We won't worry about the arms yet. Push. And then our arm is going to do what we call a circle. 1. Okay, so this motion here. Then we turn and we put our elbow to elbow and we go 2. And we end up with a right in a straight arm this way. Okay, and you pull. Quite complicated move. So if I show you from the side view, you'll be able to see. So we step, 1, drop, then we rotate 1, turn, and rotate 2. So can you see it's not an up and down motion? It's like a circular motion. This way, this way, this way. Okay. The reason it's a circular motion, you must have observed is it's an arm break. So in order to break someone's arm, you've got to go circular. So if he throws a punch here, okay, what I'm doing is I'm rotating and I'm breaking the arm, breaking the elbow joint. Okay, so this is this circle rather than up and down. Okay, so chubby. Right foot, right arm. 1. Now pull. Now rotate 2. 1. Good. Rotate 2. 2. So check that your arms, as much as they can, are in one straight line. Right? Rather than that's quite a common mistake, or that's quite a common mistake. More here. Okay. Is everyone okay with that motion? Yeah. So, okay. So remember, last hedge it always says is like you've got 3 hands. 1 hand in the middle, 2 and 3 on the chumbi, so not too far. Okay. Sandan. 1. So, on the side view, arms down. Rotate. 1. Turn. 2. I'd always aim to get your bottom hand in line with your top hand rather than the top hand in line with the bottom hand. Wherever this lands here, that goes forward to create this almost like a staff board. Okay, lovely. So we're going to do a few more on this side and then we'll swap to that side. 2 minutes. Okay, so Right leg forward. Shoot. 1, 2, down, rotate. Shoot. Turn, 2, shoot. Have a little check. With my hands. This is here. This is here. Okay. Right. Here. So let's try and do it moving forwards twice. So one on one side, one on the other side. We have space. I think everyone's got space to do that. So we start right from here. We go right first. So shoot 1. Okay. Pull. Rotate. 1. Turn. Rotate 2. Shoot. Okay. So lift position. Step forward. High block. Shoot 1. Okay. Now pull. Rotate. 1. Turn. 2. Shoot. 2. Excellent. Hold. Okay. Get hang of it. So let's talk about the second movement. All right. So we've done from the side view. We've done the first movement, which is to do this. Second movement. All right. You're just going to bring your arms together, but your stance basically does this. All that moves is this back leg. That's how you move away. This front leg doesn't do a lot else. Turn. Right. So from here we turn to bring the hip in, so we can push the hip out again. And that's the next movement. So stance-wise, we've done 1, we've done 2, we rotate, we get this hip right in, and we push it right out again. And that's where the power comes from in this particular technique, if that makes sense, yeah? So, chumbi. Right foot stepping forward, san dan maki. From here, rotate, 2, shoot, 1, turn, 2, shoot. Excellent. Okay, so feel that hip. Left leg stepping forward. Shoot 1. Now, pull the hip in. In. Shoot 1. Turn. Shoot. It's a difficult move, this one, especially if you've never done it before. Okay, let's have another go, maybe 2 more, and then we'll leave it. Okay, this sort of this is black belt material, so don't feel you have to hang this the whole time. Chumbi. Okay, I appreciate it's difficult. So, probably one of the hardest ones we do. Right foot step. 1. Now, hips in. 2. Shoot 1. Hips in. 10. Shoot. Left foot steps forward. Shoot. Rotate the hips in. Elbow down. Rotate. Shoot. In. Shoot. Oh. Last two. Okay, so again, just to think about the first movement again, just to refresh. Yeah, this hip comes in. Okay, as the hip comes in, the elbow comes down. So don't lead it by the elbow, lead it by the rear of the body, this way. Okay, because when you block someone and you grab them, if they are heavier than you, you end up doing this. But if you use your body, I can borrow your shirt, that's okay. Okay, you're using your body rather than your arm. So when he throws the punch here, and I've blocked it, which is the high defense, and I grab him, this motion with the hip is what brings him down. And this just comes, this just kind of comes in. Okay, so from the chumbi position, right, stand down. Shoot, 1. Now, elbow down. 2, shoot, 1. Step to the side. Hip up. 10, shoot. Just check. Stand down. Shoot. Okay. Hip in. 2, shoot. 1. Turn. 2, shoot. Excellent. Excellent. So that is Soo Bahk Do Kicho. Takashika. Beat the drum. Okay. Excellent. So, yeah, sorry. It's the first one, is it? Okay. That is the first Takashika. So we're going to move on to Hyung now. Right, so we did this on Tuesday. We were doing Chilson Ira. I thought it might be quite nice to go back over that because it's a red belt form now. It was a green belt form. It was an orange tag form. So you've probably done this one before. We're going to cover it in a little bit more detail with what we're doing. because the hips, you get the hips working. So for the first technique that we do, as we step here and we block, we want to work on pulling that hip in again that we talked about with the tackle shoe. So turn, as the hip comes in, the arm tends to come up this way. And we fire the hip forwards, and we do the Sandan Sansu straight to the head. Okay? So if I get you guys to Chumbi, we're going to go to the left, hard unlucky to start with. One. Okay? So elbow comes in, hip comes back, two in, and then fire it forward. Two, this way. Okay, so from this position, grabbing the head. Right leg, move it, chubby. This way. Square. One, with the left. And then two, this way. And pull. Okay, so just that section there. Okay, let's show you a little bit from the side view. Hips wise, again, we know the arms move, we know the knee comes up, but there's quite a lot going on around your hips. So before you move, you contract and you bring your hip in, and then you push forwards, and that's what gives you this haramaki. Okay, and we rotate just enough to bring the arm up and fire it forwards. Arms out in this position, Nordic chuggy, so the hands are below the knee, in line with the knee joint, and then I see how you just extend your body. One, and then two, back with the hip, and then last one, hip in this way. Okay, and that's what we're going to kind of work on as we do the technique. So I'm going to mirror the way you're going by going that way as well. Okay, so imagine I'm chumbi. Okay, turn. So, one, good. And then in, two, this way. Okay. Reach out, more it, chuggy. One, extend, right punch, left punch. Excellent, guys. Okay, so from this position, looking over your right shoulder, turn, haramaki, one, good. There, two, excellent. Hand out, more it, chuggy. So see how the toes are facing the floor. Extend, one, two. Good, stepping forward, double middle block, stepping to your left. This way, good. Okay, so from here, side punch, one, good. Two, side punch. Good, one more, take up. Good, excellent, guys. Now, looking over our left shoulder. Remember we talked about tips of your fingers on the hips. If I say tips on the hips, we turn, and then we do chundan sudamaki. Chundan sudamaki. Stepping forwards, right middle punch, looking over your right shoulder. The right leg and the right hand, the tips on the hips, turn, one. Stepping forward, middle punch, two. Excellent, nice. Lovely. Now, if I get you guys to face the computer or the camera, let's take you from that position, so where we've turned and we've done this. So in the form, it's your left leg forwards, okay, and having your hands up in this position here, okay? So there are basically three components to this technique. First thing is your knee comes up, okay, and that's the first position before you do anything. And then we grab and we push the hip and we pull, and then we step forwards, and then we uncross again. That's the first element that we're going to do. On the side view, here, we are contracting our hip, so this hip is in, this way. Okay? So from this position here, in, now push, and then step forwards, pushing hip, two, hip, push, step forwards. Last one from here, we're going to do a kick and a punch to finish with the left. Okay. So the pushing motion, it's quite difficult when you are in this position to get any kind of power in your kick. All right. So where the power comes is from the opposite side of your body. So if I just show you from maybe 45 degrees, that's it better. When you're here and you've done this movement, I'm just extending my knee really forwards, okay? And then the other bum cheek pushes this hip forwards. So here you get the motion there. Because a lot of times we try to kick, but there's nothing going on with this hip. So I want you to focus it on the opposite hip here as being the one that guides that snap kick forwards. Does that make sense, yeah? So let's break it down. Let's have a go at trying to do it with our right leg, because I think most of you guys are right footed, aren't you? So let's put our right foot back in this position. So first thing, we're going to bring our knee up. One. Now, as you extend your leg, push your left bum cheek forwards. Two, shoot. And step. When I first learned that, it made so much difference to that kick. Okay, let's try the other side now. Left leg up, in. Now push your right bum cheek forward. Two, shoot. And step. Last one. Okay. This is a bit different because from here, as we push, we're pulling one arm back and leaving one arm out, if that makes sense, yeah? Because on both sides, we've done this, we've pulled our arms in, but on the last one, it's a one-arm pull because you're going to punch from there. Does that make sense, yeah? So from here, up, one arm pull, two, shoot, and then shoot, punch. Good. Excellent. So again, what helps you with the kick is that pulling motion of the upper body as well. That going forwards and this coming backwards really helps you with that momentum. Okay, a lot of times when you see people kick, they'll drive one, as they kick, they'll drive one arm down, or this arm down to create power. And that's kind of what we're doing with this particular technique. So let's work that technique one more time. We'll have our left leg forwards, okay, in a 2B position. So first position, up, now pull, push, two, shoot, push, step, okay, two, knee up, pull, shoot, step, last one. Again, this is the one arm pull, one, two, shoot, and then shoot. Good, now looking over your rear shoulder. Turning, back stance, low block, closed fist. And back stance. Step forwards, high punch. Two. Step forwards, high punch. Looking over your right shoulder. Turn, back stance, low block, closed fist. Step forward, high punch. Two. Good. And pull. Excellent. So, application-wise, this, I think I explained it Tuesday. The kicks are not done really to the body because you don't have enough space. The kicks are generally done to the legs. So if I bring you in, sir. So let's take it off a grab. If he grabs me, arms come up this way. Yeah, can see it better? Right, just turning you around so as they can see. Lovely. First technique is knee. Okay, with here. All right. And then the kick is basically to the back leg. The back leg. So when someone grabs you, generally they'll put one arm forwards, also one leg forwards. They don't do this. So if you step forward with any leg, so okay. So we're here. We do from here, knee, and then push on the leg, and that splits his body down. So the application is knee to the body, and then from there, kick to the leg. You have that little extension there, right? And that's how you use this particular. But this doesn't look so nice in the form. Much better to go body level. Okay, super. So next technique we're going to work on. Again, we did it Tuesday evening. 3 steps behind. Okay, number 7. So there's something called a jungle for admire move, where we're doing this motion here. So one arm is up, and one arm is crossing your body like you're giving yourself a hug. Okay, so we're going to start with Chumbi position. All I want you to do is put your left foot back and bring your arm above your head, like you're saying the saluting motion. So just this way. Okay, up. So we're pulling away from the stance. We talked about this before. Okay, in our back stance, and then just see how the motion comes up like a this way, circle. Okay, rather than it being straight up, this way, circle. Okay. So we'll do it from just that left arm. Good. 2. Excellent. 10. Okay. The other arm simply just goes back. If I take this arm away, just goes back with the hip. You see, it's almost like you're drawing a sword or you're pushing sword back in. So from here, we have this motion here. So from the side view, you see this here. Okay, 1, 2. Let's give it a go. Show me. Okay. 1. Okay, arm up. Lovely. And then reset. Really nice, guys. 2. In. Nice. Step back. Good, sir?
Yep.
Yeah. This way. And back. Remember, circle. It's a little bit of a turn before you go back. So a little bit of a twist of the hips. Okay, if that makes sense, yeah? It's not just straight back and do that. Turn, hip in, 3, 10. Back. Good. Step back. Good back stance. Okay. Pass. Back. Lovely. 4. Pass. Good. So this is good. So footwork for the second part of the movement. So we've done this. Then we just do this. We step back. We use cross leg stance as we did before. Okay, so which is what we covered at the beginning of the class. Just moving backwards. So from this view here, okay, we would step back and then step back. We won't worry about the hands yet. We'll just get the legs in motion. So that right foot will come back. Okay, from this position here. So, Chumbi. Okay, stepping back. Junju. 1. Good. Right foot steps back. 2. Good. Excellent. And pump. So the movement of the arms now from here is to simply go over. So I'm trying to think from the side view. Let's see this movement here. It's not dead straight. There's a little bit of a bend. The palms are open. We're in cross leg stance. In this position here. Okay. So this is our next technique. For my Chumbi position. So in. 1. Good. Step back. 2. Now, remember at the beginning of class, we did this. We went from cross leg stance to this. All right. So from here, what we do is we turn. So I'm going to go to this position here so I can see. Okay, we're going to turn and. Apologies, I'm trying to do it backwards. So 1, 2. Okay, we're going to twist and we're going to bring our arm up, left arm up into high defense. It's going to be a front stance rather than a back stance. So I'll try and get it right this side now. 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, that makes sense. So the position here, cross leg stance, we just turn to front stance, and then the arm comes up high leg. So the arm that's behind you, that left arm, locks up there. Okay, got it right this time, sir. Okay, so Chumbi. Okay, stepping back. So 1. Step back with the right leg. 2. Turn and block with the left hand. 10. Excellent. Now from this position, right this way. 10. Okay. I think I messed it up, so. Okay. That way. Yeah. Hold on a sec. 5. Sorry, I'm trying to check my notes here. Okay, I got it right on the list. Oh, reverse block. Is it? Reverse stance. So right uppercut. So, okay, that's fine. Okay, so full Chumbi. First take. So in. 2. Up. Set. Step right. Okay. Oh, sorry. Jeez, I messed up the technique. Okay, excuse me a sec. Footwork wise, from here, okay, it's step back. That's where I went wrong. All right, so here, step back. All right, as you step back, that's when you throw the arm up. So we have opposite sides, and now that makes sense. Okay, so Chumbi, I apologise. This one. So 1. Good. Step back. 2. Left foot steps back, left arm blocks. This way. Good. Super, let's get that bit right. Okay. One here. In. 2. Step back, left foot, left arm. Set. One more time. 2. Set. So from this position here, we're going to do a uppercut with the right arm. Shoot, this one, set. And then shoot, kick. You finish. Oh, excellent. So, explain the uppercut here. So when we've done this motion here, okay, we pull down and we drag back in the uppercut, and that's when we up chinagi with the front kick. Okay? It is a grab and a punch. So let's do it one more time. Okay? Jimmy. In. Step back. 2. Right. So left hand, left block. Set. Up. Good. So drag the heel back. So pull. Shoot. Block. And then shoot. Kick. That's finish. So let's work on a little bit of conditioning. Okay? A little bit of conditioning. So we're going to start with the side kick snaps that we started doing. I've been doing it with every single class, ninjas, juniors, adults, we've all done it. Simply because it's just working the muscles around the glutes here, again the hip muscles around the side here. So you can hold on to your something in the room if you want to, or do it with nothing. The idea is to just try as you do your side kicks to look at your heel every time as you throw your kick up and down. Looking down the center line of your body and striking. So it's up with the knee as high as you can, and then back down, upwards with the knee as high as you can, and back down. We're going to work this drill for 45 seconds. It's 45 seconds up and down. Okay, so here knee up, and again, up and down. So, try and get that knee as high as you can as you bring it back. Down to the kneecap, looking down the center of your leg, making sure your toes are going down and your heel is coming up. 15 seconds gone. So up and down. So again, I put my arm down so I can out the way so I can see where I'm kicking. Sit. 30 seconds gone. Up and down. So a nice strong side kick. Lovely. Okay. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Lovely. Swap legs. Okay. Again. 45. We'll have a 15-second rest in between, sir. Okay. So we've got 5 seconds. So we take our position. Okay. 5 seconds. And jump. Up and down. Again, we're trying to go as high as we can with that kick. Yeah, the opposite hip should be quite tight as you do the technique now. Up and down. Good. In and out. So we've done 15 seconds already. Again, we're just bringing that knee as high as we can. Make sure that knee's up each time. 25 seconds gone. 30 seconds gone. Up and we're down. Excellent, nice. 10 more seconds. Knee up, so again. Wow, the opposite hip surge, really feeling it. Okay, up and down, and time. Rotating hips. So, up, good, set, neck change, yes, good. So that's basically for the rear side here, and for the opposite here, but also for around this area here on the opposite leg. The next one's the roundhouse kick. And again, this is for the hip flexors and the quad muscles at the beginning. So we're going to go for what we call knee to hip. So again, you can hold on to something if you wish. We take the roundhouse kick position, we'll pass the body with our toes pointed. We simply just go up and down with this very small motion here. Okay? Because it's a small motion, it's working on strengthening the leg rather than, if it's a big motion, it's more flexibility. I think a good combination of strength and flexibility is important. There are some very flexible people, they have no strength in their legs. So I think a good combination of both is good. So we start with our right shoulder forwards. We'll take the round kick position, and we'll go out past the knee. And we'll We'll go up and down 20 times. Good. Set. Net. That's it. That's it. Good. Got it. Up. Up. Good. Top. Top. Up. Good. Chip. Up. Good. So, excellent. On the other side. Again. Roundhouse kick position. Yeah. And hump. Good. Set. Net. That's it. That's it. Good. Good. Up. Good. Good. Top. Top. Good. Good. Chip. Up. Good. Sit. And then we'll take the hips to the left. Right. Good. Set. Net change. That's it. That's it. Okay, last technique for conditioning front kick holds. So we're just going to hold our leg out in a front kick position for 30 seconds. Right, so again, it's more working on now the quad muscles here, which is the muscles that you need to lock the front kick, and the hip flexors here, which is the muscle you need to extend the hip. Extend the hip and then to lock the hip here. We're simply going to bring our knee up. We're just going to push it out and we're going to hold it for 30 seconds. We have a 5-second. Right, so knees up. Okay, and stretch out. Okay, and again, you might start to have your leg go down, but that's okay. And I'm leaning back slightly to give you a little bit more extension. Right, I'm just holding that technique. Okay, so we're 10 seconds in already. We're actually almost 15 seconds. Holding. Again. 20 seconds in. 10 seconds left. Yeah. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Rotate hips. Good. And rotate hips. Excellent. So this is a lot of training that I used to do when I first started teaching. In order to really show technique slowly, you have to be able to break it down component by component. So I felt by doing this type of training, I was able to hold my balance, switch into the next position, show the extension and put it back. So even if you're not teaching, it's a great way for you to break down kicks. Let's do knee up. Okay, and let's extend. Hold that for 30 seconds. Okay, so pointing your toes forward. Again, you can lean back slightly if you wish to open the hips. Okay, we're 10 seconds down. Okay, 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Yes. 20 seconds down. Good. 25 seconds down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And so, and just rotate the hips to the left. Good. Rotate the hips to the right. Okay. So three kicks that you can use, or if you want to condition at home, or you want to have a little bit extra, this is a great thing you can do. The round kick up and down, the side kick snaps, the front kick holds. It's a great way to strengthen. Let's work on some sit-ups. Okay, so go back down to the floor. So we'll do the four sets that we did before. So again, with the sit-up, the most important thing is to only bring your shoulders up enough off the floor, and then you'll feel the flat floor at the lower part of your back dig into the floor, and that's as far as you need to come up. Okay, so from the side view, you don't want to come up this way. It's simply a case of just lifting. So now I can feel my back is flat on the floor. Here. So we're going to do 10 with our elbow, with our arms and our temples, 10 with our crossing our arms, 10 toe touches to the knees, and then we're going to finish with to the toes. Okay, so hands on your temple, right again, 100, good, set, let, that's it, good, good, up, go across the arms, 100, good, set, let, that's it, good, good, up, go to the knees, good, some, sat, yep, chill, pop, good, sit, last 10 to the toes, 100, Good. Set. Net. That's it. That's it. Good. Got it. Up. Yo, and down. Up. So, stretch time. So, a little bit low. So, okay, let's put our right leg forwards. Okay, a little bit lower. Okay. And we're going to do this this motion here. We're going to sit back. Hands on the knee. We're going to push our bum cheeks out. Up. Two. Set. Net. That's it. That's it. Good. You change legs. Again. Stretch. Up. Two. Set. Net. That's it. That's it. Yo, let's do the other leg next. Bring on knees up. Two. Set. Net. That's it. Yes. Good. The other knee up. So point the toes. Two. Set. Net. That's it. Yes. Good. So I always think of this as a top of the foot stretch as well for my ankles. I'm stretching out. Okay. And then change sides. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Back. Good. Set. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Good. Good. And knee. Good. Set. Yeah. That's it. Yes. Yeah. Last two stretches. Across the body. Grabbing onto the triceps. Stretch out. Good. Set. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Good. Good. Change. Good. Set. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Good. The other last one. On the head. Stretch down. Hammer. Good. Set. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Good. The other on two sides. Hammer. Good. Set. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Good. Good. Excellent, guys. So well done today. Jump. So, back. Back. That's good for us.
Yes.